No, Andrew, it isn't. You know, we went to Austin where we saw a community that really experienced that growth, if you can say. Dell Technologies decided to headquarters there about 30 years ago, and since then, boy, have they boomed. Much like Intel with New Albany, city planners in Round Rock tell me that they quickly adjusted their attitude, knowing they had to succeed.
This is every morning.
All right, what's a good name for?
A caffeine fix before heading off to one of Round Rock's 7 high schools.
It's a huge high school. We have like 4,000 people there.
How often do you see new people moving in?
Every day. The halls are always filled and crowded.
There used to be a ton of trees everywhere, and now it's just a ton of shops.
And there's a lot of new houses in our area.
So how did Round Rock stay affordable as it grew from a town of 10,000 to 130,000?
It's keep doing what you're doing, but do it bigger and do it better.
Brooks Bennett grew up in Round Rock. In December, he'll be promoted to city manager, a role his father held when Dell Technologies chose Round Rock as its world headquarters in 1993. Dell recently extended its agreement with the city for another 46 years. But Round Rock leaders say they made sure the city was more than just Dell.
You got to have restaurants, you got to have cleaners, you got to have all of these other business entities. And if Dell was to leave, those people would be in trouble.
So Round Rock recruited premium outlets, then IKEA, and now Kalahari Resort and Water Park. Bennett says Round Rock's success today is because city leaders embraced the growth early on, making sure they diversified housing from single-family homes to more density-focused apartments and condos.
The other thing that we did in the late 80s was we passed a half-cent sales tax for property tax reduction. So time anybody comes from out of town and shops here, it actually brings downward pressure on our property tax rate. And that saves the average homeowner hundreds of dollars a year in taxes.
For teachers like Samantha Schaefer, that means being able to work in the city she can afford to call home.
So it's definitely a huge community, but even so, it still feels really tight-knit. Like, we have our homecoming parade coming up in about a month, and the kids just still do the hometown floats, and they do a parade down the neighborhood, and everyone comes out to see them, so it's still really cool.
Bennett says change and growth are both inevitable. His advice to other boomtown cities: think big. Plan bigger so you're not catching up as the growth arrives.
Well, if you had a crystal ball of what you were going to be, instead of planning to buy right away to build a 4-lane road, you buy right away to build a 6-lane road, and you can be ready to get those done.